Mama.
You're knocking my Oh, I'm live. I cannot get used to this morning live. Good morning, good morning. All right, so good morning, everyone. I'm just gonna be here very briefly. I wanted to make sure I came in this morning and said hi. I am still recovering from COVID, y'all. And so I'm still getting I'm not 100% yet with my energy. So yeah, I can see I put some lipstick on this morning to come on camera. Um, but I'm still in recovery. And if you've never had COVID, it's sort of like you could be feeling real good and really feeling like you can get some things done, and then within like an hour after. I say usually when the sun set, you're like done. You don't want to see anything. Don't want to see anyone. Don't want to do anything. Just want to crawl under the covers. And so I'm still kind of recovering from that. Actually, my whole house is, and so I'm still working through that. But I wanted to come on really very quickly and just talk about being present and in the moment. One of the things that I've realized about myself is that that's the toddler. Is that, and not just me, but a lot of us, we live from our heads. A lot of us are very disconnected from our bodies. And what I mean is that, like, a lot of us, we live very routine, mundane lives. We get up, we go to work, we take care of the children, we cook, breakfast. Then you take, for me, it's take care of the child or the children, and then cook lunch, and then do learning, um, then nap, and then there's like a routine, and we all do that. If whether you're at home like myself or you are in the workforce, but we all have very routine lives. And so what happens to us is our brains, our subconscious mind pretty much records that information. And so every single day our mind is already ready to do the same thing over and over again. And so, what could happen oftentimes is a lot of us just end up living from our headspace. So, we're going through life, but we're not really experiencing life um, with all our senses working together. Uh, we are in moments, but we're not really experiencing those moments. And so I just kind of wanted to come and just talk about that very briefly and how we can begin to change that. Like a lot of us, we may take the same route home or to different locations, the same route all the time because that's the route we know. And sometimes you can be so tired that you take that route and you get to your destination, but you can't really remember exactly how you got there. That's sort of how a lot of us are living lives, where we are finding ourselves in situations, in circumstances, and we're just like, how the hell did I get here? And that's a part of just living in your head and not your body. Because when we live in our body, like we get what we call red flags, we get warning signs, we get alerts that say, the body, for example, saying, hey, you might need to rest. I'm a little exhausted. Or you might need to drink more water because we are dehydrated. And because a lot of us just really live in our head spaces, we tend to ignore the signs that the body is sending us because we're really not present in our bodies. We're not living life within our bodies, which leads to so many other issues. Because if you're disconnected from your body, you can't really genuinely connect with other people around you. So I don't want to get into all of that. That's a conversation for another day. But I just wanted to talk about some things that we could do to be present in the moment. Like wherever you are, whether it's at work, you're at home, taking at least 2 minutes in your day. And you can do this in increments, like taking at least 2 minutes. It doesn't have to be an hour, it don't have to be 30 minutes. It could be 2 minutes, it could be 5 minutes. But taking that minute to just sit and really observe yourself, and observe the space that you're in. So if like right now I'm on the couch, really paying attention to the color of the couch, the fabric of the couch, how the couch feels against my skin, the comfort level of the couch, like really pay, how many times we just plop in our couches because it's the same couch we see every blasted day, right? But taking that moment to say, okay, wow, the fabric of this couch feels this way, or sitting on this couch makes me feel this, this type of way. Um, but just being present. Oh wow, I never realized the couch was so large. And and then the longer you do this, you start to realize, like the other day I found out, I don't know yet, I'm gonna find the culprit, but somebody burned a hole in my couch. But things like that you might, you know, you might not notice because of the everyday routine of life, because of living from our heads and not really being present in our bodies. Because when I say in our bodies, I'm not just talking about feeling, I'm talking about seeing, I'm talking about smelling, I'm talking about hearing, not just thinking. And most of us are living life through thought. That's it. That's it. So, what can we do? Just be present in that moment. Like I was giving an example of the couch, but being present, taking in the environment, like observing what's around you. If you're at work, you might notice something about a coworker today just from observing for 2 minutes that you just hadn't noticed before. And they'll probably be like, oh, you just realized this? Um, peace in ya. Peace, what the funk. You guys, I'm still recovering from COVID. But I wanted to stop in because I like to try to, keep my routine of every Monday. So I'm just passing through. But I'm just encouraging us to get out of just living in our heads and come into our bodies and get back into alignment between the two, because a lot of us we're just living from our head space pretty much, right? That's the toddler. But yeah, being present, just observing, like what is the smell in the air, right? What's going on around you, making sure that you're slowing down your breath, right? Instead of, but just taking your time and taking deeper breaths while you're making those observations, on the way home, when you're driving today, maybe take a different route, maybe slow down and pay attention to the route that you always take. You may actually notice some things that you didn't even know that was there before. You might see a house in a corner that you did not know that was there before, and it was there since 1922. So yeah, being present is really the message or the word or the encouragement, or I don't know, provocation, I guess. I wanted to come and bring, because a lot of us, man, we're living from our heads. We're not present in our bodies at all. We're not here. We're not here in the now. We're either in the past or we're in the future. We're just, very few of us are here in our now, experiencing it and enjoying it and taking it in and learning from it. Because if we're not worrying about what happened, we're worried about what's going to happen. We're worried about things that are outside of our control. And I think we could do a better job. So even if it's just a small assignment today, take at least 2 minutes in your day and just take in your now and pay attention to what's going on. Put the phone down. Put the phone down, the computer, give it a break. 2 minutes is not going to kill you. Step away, look at your hands, look at your feet, your skin, look at what's going on around you. Pay attention to what you're feeling in your body. If there's any aches, what are those aches? Pay attention to those. Just be present. Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling upset? Are you feeling distressed, frustrated? Really tapping into those emotions. That's a part of being present as well, coming back into our bodies. Now, trust me, because life calls, you're probably going to do that, and then you're going to get up and go about. But the thing is to do it as much as possible. Make it a daily practice so that we can start to reconnect with our bodies. Because I swear, If you could reconnect with your body, then you could really begin to love on yourself. And if you could love on yourself, then you could really begin to love the people around you genuinely. So that's the practice today, y'all. Just take a moment to be in your now. Take slower breaths while doing so. Observe your environment, observe your thoughts, right? Observe yourself. What are you seeing about you? What are you feeling? What are you experiencing in that moment? So yeah, that's it, guys. I just wanted to stop in and say hi. Yes, what the funk? I'm 3 away from 200 subs. It's a slow climb, but I promise you guys, I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it because I can't just bring anything on my channel. My ancestors will wring my neck, okay? And spirit don't play with me already. So I'm just trying to do a slow build, and it's like a little baby, and I'm enjoying it, trying to decide what type of content to bring. Um, just from observing and like, okay, what do we need in this space? So if there's like a negative, I want to bring two positives. Um, if there is a space for us to learn a little bit more about a certain topic, finding someone who could bring that topic, because it might not be me myself, right? I'm genuinely or overall a positive person. I'm also a passionate person. But in real life in general, I don't do a lot of drama at all. Actually, I don't do drama at all unless I'm pissed about something and I'm, you know, expressing myself outside, and that's not drama, but outside of that. So yes, I'm super excited. So thank you, What the Funk. I will celebrate my 200. Let me tell you guys before I go how I approach my YouTube channel. When I decided to start, um, to kind of like just cut a slice out for myself and make a little space for myself, I approach my YouTube channel like this. If it's like 190 something people, if I had 190 something people in my house, how would I treat them? Right? How would I engage them? How would I host those people in my house? How would I speak to them? What would I want? What conversations would I want to have with them if they were literally right in front of my face? So it doesn't matter how many people I have today, tomorrow, I'm still going to have to approach it like that. Okay. If you have, and these are for those of us who maybe just starting or whatever, you have 20 people right now, 20 subscribers. Don't look at it like, oh, okay, it's just 20 subscribers, so I don't have to do too much. No, you have 20 people who found value in what you are bringing, right? So it's still important what you bring to those 20 people. And you guys, I'm digressing, but I just wanted to say that those 20 people, still, you have to still see value in them. You still have to see them as important because they saw you as important enough to follow, right? Nikasi, can you get your head out my camera, please? But yeah, that's how I approach my YouTube channel, right? Is to how do I um if I was in the crowd of 200 people, what would I want how would I want the host to treat me? What would I want them to feed me? Would I want them to feed me poison? Would I want them to talk to me any old kind of way? Would I want them to be dismissive? So I'm constantly, doesn't matter how many. Tomorrow, if I'm at two, those two people, how am I dealing with them? What information am I bringing to them? So I wish I could do certain things, but I can't, and that's okay. So I'm enjoying my slow build. It's been a little excited. The toddler, yeah, see this, see, Inya, you see what we say about toddlers? Look at this toddler here. You want to say good morning? Say good morning. Good morning. Okay, guys, I have to go feed this little one breakfast and see if he'll actually do some learning today. But as usual, thank you guys for tuning in and saying hi. And I hope I could continue to bring you guys encouraging messages. Make sure you guys tune in on Friday at 5 p.m. The topic is going to be a mental health diagnosis is not a death sentence. And I have a sister that's coming on, beautiful black sister, that will come and have a conversation about her diagnosis and how she navigates life being diagnosed and what does that look like. And I'm super excited about that. So yeah, guys, don't forget, be present. Take a time out in your day to day. Take at least 2 minutes. Go to the bathroom at work if you have to, and just be present with yourself. Bring yourself back into your body, and just not just on outside of your thought process and your mind. Bring yourself back into your body, and and be there for that moment and experience that. Um, and do it as much as possible throughout your day. Practice, practice, practice until it becomes a norm for you. Yes, her mindfulness, pretty much. Because a lot of us are just living from our heads, and it's very unhealthy. We are not connected to our own bodies. It's our bodies. We have to connect. And the body is this genius machine always talking to us. So yeah, that's what I wanted to bring today, guys. Let me see before I go. I don't want to make sure I'm not, um, and yeah, Herb good morning. Good morning to you. And then I see Nikki Buck. Thanks, Queen. This message was necessary and on time. Thanks for sharing. Of course, of course. I think I'm just gonna come in on Mondays now, just for a brief moment, if I don't get to make a video, and just kind of like give whatever is on my heart. I find I'm a little bit more comfortable with that, to just free flow and not feel like I have to force anything. But yeah, all right, guys. I hope you guys enjoy your day. And as usual, I love you guys. And I will see you guys on Friday at 5 p.m. Peace.
You done?
Yes, Negasi.
How is he?